After a drought-free summer, dry conditions recently have allowed drought to return to most of North Dakota. Jacob Morse explains how long it could last.
The drought monitor has recently gone through drastic swings from the peak of one of the worst droughts last August to some improvements from 1 year ago to 0% of the state in drought by June. But now the drought has quickly reemerged within the past 2 months, and we're back to 92% of the state in drought.
Once the drought settles, it tends to stay there. And once the precipitation returns and moisten the soil, it tends to stay moist because it is locally provided moisture source.
Big swings in drought can happen as weather patterns can become fairly persistent, leading to a feedback loop. For instance, over the past 2 months, the jet stream pattern has favored very dry and mild conditions over much of the western and central U.S.
We get into this positive feedback, even though there is nothing positive about being drought, but that prolongs the drought conditions because there is no locally provided moisture source added into the system.
But having a dry period at the end of the growing season can be a positive for farmers to get into the fields.
Drought towards the end of the season is good so that the farmers could get in and then do some work. And I think that was extremely beneficial. And based on some reports, those farms finished their field work thanks to those extensive dry periods towards the end.
However, many ranchers have been hoping for precipitation as soon as possible.
And currently, these areas are suffering from water quality, and there are a lot of unusable water for the cattle to drink.
Fortunately, snow and thunderstorms returned to the region over the past several days, which helped to improve surface soil moisture.
However, it is not going to trickle down to the deep soil, and it is going to take a whole lot of more precipitation for deep soil to 1 meter to rejuvenate.
The upcoming winter could provide the moisture we need to improve the drought, as La Nina is favored to continue, which might lead to above normal precipitation in our area, especially during the second half of winter. For your news leader, I'm Jacob Morse.
The next update of the drought monitor comes out Thursday, which will include the moisture from earlier this week.